Welcome back to Ocean Discovery. I know it's been a while, but we're finally here. For today, we're going to be talking about the caretta, or as some of you may know, a logger-headed sea turtle. To start, loggerhead sea turtles have been roaming our Earth for 110 million years. Crazy, right?
So, if they've been around for so long, what family do they belong to?
I'm actually so glad you asked that question. Loggerhead sea turtles belong to the Chalonidae family. Chalonidae family is a family of typically large marine turtles that are characterized by their common traits, such as 1. Having a flat streamlined, wide and rounded shell, and 2. Almost paddle-like flippers for their forelimbs. Loggerhead sea turtles are marine reptiles that can be found all over the world.
Whoa. All over the world? Like, anywhere?
Well, when I say anywhere, I mean coastal tropical and subtropical waters all over the world. They often extend to temperate waters in search of food and can be found in the Atlantic Ocean all the way to Argentina to Nova Scotia.
They search for food, meaning like they hunt?
They sure do. Juveniles and adults eat mostly bottom-dwelling invertebrates. Some examples are whelks, mollusks, horseshoe crabs, and other crabs. Because their enormous jaws are meant to smash their prey, feeding is quite simple for them. Loggerhead sea turtles help to maintain healthy seagrass beds and coral reefs, as well as providing important habitats for other marine animals and balancing marine food webs. Additionally, they help with nitrogen cycling from water to land. They help our ecosystem in a lot of many different ways.
You're talking so much about the sea turtles, and I don't even know what they look like.
Be patient, I'm getting there. Take a peek at this little video. The skulls of loggerhead turtles are enormous. Adults and subadults have somewhat heart-shaped top shell called a carapace that is a reddish-brown. The plastron, which is its bottom shell, is usually a pale golden tint. Not only do these hues look great, but they also assist loggerheads blend in. Color patterns are used by sea turtles to blend in with the sand, rocks, and ocean floor. To avoid predators, they adopt camouflage. A layer of sand on their bodies helps them conceal from predators and escape. They're unique creatures, but sadly they are endangered.
You're lying. There's no way.
Believe it, my friend.
Is it because of humans?
Unfortunately, yes, it is. Loggerhead's greatest continuing primary threat is bycatch and fishing gear. It's primarily in trawls. Trawling is a method of fishing that involves pulling a fishing net through the water behind one or more boats. Some other examples for you are long lines, gill nets, hooks and lines, pound nets, traps, and dredge fishers. Their total estimate is around 50,000, which is devastating because, as I said before, the species once numbered several million throughout the world's oceans.
Oh, there's 50,000 of them. That's enough to breed.
I'm so glad you brought up breeding. That was my next topic of discussion.
Do we seriously have to go over how they reproduce?
Just sit back and listen to my lesson. To start, loggerhead sea turtles nest in open sand dunes from May to October every 2 to 4 years. Many females exhibit site fidelity, returning to the same beach where they were born or where they nested previously.
That's actually kind of cool.
Right? They also lay an average of 115 to 125 eggs 4 to 6 times per season at 2-week intervals. Once a male loggerhead finds a mate, he will circle her before potential courtship. After, the male loggerhead will then bite her neck or shoulder and use his claws to maintain his grip on her. And well, we all know what happens after that.
Ew.
Hey, it's all a part of the circle of life.
Wait. We changed topics too fast. I want to know more about the human impact on them.
Well, increasing pollution of nearshore and offshore marine habitats threatens not only loggerheads but all sea turtles. Loggerhead turtles may die after ingesting fishing lines, plastic bags, other plastic debris, floating tar or oil, and other materials discarded by humans which they can mistake for food. But that's not the worst of it. There are some very despicable people that slaughter their eggs, flesh, skin, and shells. Overexploitation and poaching are 2 issues that need to be addressed as well. Overexploitation occurs when marine living resources are depleted to levels that are insufficient to support sustainable populations. Overexploitation can eventually reduce resources, putting a number of fragile and endangered species at risk of extinction.
Who would even do that to turtle eggs? That's so messed up.
Trust me, we're all asking the same question.
But there has to be at least some foundations that are helping loggerheads, right?
You guessed correctly. Unfortunately, not only to loggerheads, but to all 7 sea turtle species, a great deal of harm has been done. However, there are a number of foundations that are assisting in raising awareness for their respective causes. The Sea Turtle Conservancy, located in Gainesville, Florida, works to preserve the survival of sea turtles in the Caribbean, Atlantic, and Pacific via research, education, training, advocacy, and habitat conservation. The charity has a 4-star rating and raises over $3 million every year. All of the money raised goes to Florida's Marine Turtle Protection Program and the Sea Turtle Grants Program. Each year, the Grants Program distributes roughly $30,000 to fund sea turtle research, education, and rehabilitation efforts.
Huh, phew. If only one foundation is doing all of that, imagine what all the other charities are doing. They should never go extinct.
Well, we can definitely hope for that. But even with all of our efforts, it is still very possible. All we can do for now is hope that everything will turn out a-okay. On a happier note, I have a few fun facts for you. Did you know loggerheads take up to 39 years to reach sexual maturity? Newly hatched loggerheads are only 2 inches long, but grow into 3 feet long and 250-pound adults. Sea turtles use the moon and stars' reflections on waves to find their way back to the ocean. Temperatures during the egg incubation periods determine the sex of the hatching. 1 in 1,000 baby sea turtles will live into adulthood. This species has been on Earth for 110 million years. Thanks for joining us on today's episode. Here at Ocean Discovery, we love to inform our viewers about all types of sea creatures. Next time you see a piece of litter, we hope you think of our loggerhead friends and pick it up. Tune in next week for some trivia fun about Coretta's.